Hello everyone, welcome to the premiere episode of Tea with Aditi. Today with me I have Mr. Dhruv Lakra, who is a professional freelancer, CEO of Dotex, and he's also building Cognify. Please welcome Mr. Dhruv Lakra. Hello Dhruv Bhaiya, how are you?
I'm good, yeah. Thank you so much for the very kind introduction. This sounds very glamorous, but yeah, I would love to talk to you about what all of this is, so that maybe it can add value to you and your audience eventually.
So first, could you please tell us a bit about your startups and how did you start all of this?
Sure. So, starting on the basics, currently I am a first year undergrad student at Masters Uni, and I'm closing my first year. I'll be moving into my second year in August of 24. And side by side, I have been into some kind of venture or some side gig throughout my life for the last 3 to 4 years. I started first in 2021 when I was in my grade 11. So that's when also the story was really interesting. It started when there was an Israel-Palestine conflict going on, and back then I was a very ambiguous kind of kid. भाई geopolitically हर चीज पे comment करना था and फिर कुछ करना था. And I saw a lot of propaganda going on social media. So I thought there should be a place where maybe I can articulate my thoughts and share with everyone. So there I started my own journalism related blogging page, and I that was my first website I made. I didn't have the money to hire a freelancer, so I had to start making my own website. That was the simple reason. So just got into it. The first website was terrible. It was like terrible. जो मतलब मैंने कभी host भी नहीं की. मैंने 10
पहले
दिन
वाले
लगाए.
काफी अच्छे नहीं जाते हैं.
हाँ exactly, and that's totally fine यार. When you're learning side by side, but वो मैंने बनाई 10 दिन में मैंने वो delete भी कर दिया project. Then I restarted. I spent
खुद
10
के काम पे इतनी खुंदस से आने लग जाती है.
Right, exactly. And I am kind of a perfectionist. You know, I want things to be very good. I cannot accept कि अगर कुछ मजा नहीं आ रहा, and if I don't feel that this is perfect, I won't post it. That is something I'm also working on because that is not the best habit to have. But abhi tak it is what it is. And working on it side by side. Then I started working on it. वो बन गई, it went well. We had global audience. We had traffic from multiple continents, countless countries. It was going very, very well. We took it for 2 3 years, and it was up until last year. But then क्या हुआ कि यार beyond a point it was not for profit. We had a small team, we had designers, we started our social media handles as well. But again, there was a stagnation. It had a stagnation point. But through that journey, it gave me a lot of learnings. We also started our newsletter, their monthly newsletter. We had hundreds of registrations for that. At one point, we had a team of over 30 folks. So for every media vertical, yeah. And it gave me a lot of learnings about working with teams, managing, hiring, firing as well, and how do you allocate talent, how do you motivate people when things are not going well, all of those things. So that is where my, I would say, very basics for leadership and management initiated. And in an amazing span of 2 years, side by side, I also started working on Bifrost EdTech, which was a venture of my friend, and I was working there in senior cabinet. And it was basically a one-stop EdTech solution for all kind of student portfolio needs. So if you are a student, you have to work on your CV, you have to get your competition related चीजें, volunteering के and so internship, सारी चीजें. It's a one-stop solution जहाँ पे आपको सारी चीजें मिल सकती हैं appear होने के लिए. We worked on that. We also raised some funds there, but then eventually उस time पे Byju's वगैरह का downfall शुरू हो गया था. And when we analyzed, we realized कि यार EdTech में there are a few fundamental problems right now that we cannot address. So we realized no point in wasting money here. We spent 8 9 months there, and then we closed it. But again, lots of learning, and I guess the best thing we did there was we understood at the right time that there are some fundamental flaws in the idea, and we made the decision. It was a difficult decision, but we just did it. This went on till 2022. So this was from 21 to 22 only. So after this, I started. So in 22, I also passed out my grade 12. And then I started preparing for my colleges. So again, बीच में break आ ही जाता है. I got out of all of this circuit, spent some time on my exams, got into an IIM, cleared my JEE mains. I did not even appear for my advanced back then because I was clear कि यार engineering नहीं करनी. But then I wasn't satisfied with my scores and everything regarding these management institutions. I was through for IIM Rohtak, but I wasn't satisfied with that. So I took a drop, convinced my parents somehow to take a drop here. Took a drop here, reappeared for these exams, got into 4 out of the 5 IIMs, got in Symbiosis, Christ, global top 20 universities, Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide, and Nordic. A lot of them in the UK as well. But again, at the same time, I found about Masters Union, and that's a really interesting story of its own. Dig deep into it. I went through, I don't know, a dozen podcasts. I remember there was a night जिसमें मेरे को पता चला मैंने एक रात में 3-4 पॉडकास्ट देख दिए मास्टर्स यूनियन के बारे में.
अच्छा.
And the more I went deeper into it, the more I realized that this is what I actually want to do. And then it just clicked, and I somehow just went on with the flow. Very difficult to convince my parents for an institution that new, but just did it whole year and ended up in Masters Union in 23. Side by side, I was working on .x back then. So .x is about education and skill training for school students in classes 9 to 12. So if I would say today everyone has realized that the current education system is not delivering what is required, right? हर कोई रो रहा है Instagram पे पूछ रहा है कि यार इंडिया का education ठीक नहीं है ये वो.
Hard relate.
And the problem is with such big of a country and such big boards as CBSE, it's very difficult to bring down change immediately, right? So we become their facilitator, जो एक add-on की तरह schools के साथ interact होगा, 5-day course, 10-day course, and it will fulfill the gap that's required. From soft skills like communication and I would say leadership and all of that to hard skills like designing, AI, and all of those in those lines. So we bundled these up and we called them pre-professional skills. And it was the objective was to basically prepare you for a future जहाँ पे सिर्फ आपके academic records की basis पर आपको college admission भी मिल रहा है, jobs तो देखो मिलेंगी, jobs वाले level पे तो already आपकी skill important है. But if you see today, even if you're going into these big universities, जो IVs और बाहर की universities में पहले था, अब इंडिया में IIMs पर यहाँ पे भी आने लग गया है. So there are these interviews. And I remember my IIM का interview. My interviewer straight away asked me कि यार, okay, these are the marks, let's just put them aside for once. What have you done beyond them? So I was lucky enough that I had a good, interesting reply for that. But I thought there must be countless people who were very good academically, but who did not have an answer to this question.
Yeah.
So let's just prepare them for internships, competitions, MUs, all of those kind of things, right? So that you have an interesting story to tell.
Yeah, great idea.
Exactly. So just worked on it. We did a few programs with a few schools. It's still going on. We are working with Heritage, Vasant Kunj as well now. We are working with KIIT Gurgaon, a lot of schools in NCR area to facilitate their schools with such program.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's one. And without getting you bored, there's just one last one that I'm working on right now.
No, I am not getting bored.
Yeah, so this one is called Cognify Media. Now, again, this is something जो I would say अपने आप ही निकल गया. Never thought कि ऐसे कुछ start करना है, but आ गया. Because in the last 3-4 years, I have been a freelancer side by side. Started with web development, websites बनानी start करी लोगों के लिए. Website बनानी ऐसे शुरू करी कि यार पैसे नहीं थे, खुद की बनाई. फिर एक आधे दोस्त ने बोली उसकी 1-2 फ्री में बना दी. फिर एक आधे ने और थोड़ा बड़ा प्रोजेक्ट किया, थोड़ा पेड होना शुरू हो गया. And बस फिर वो आगे ही जाता चला गया धीरे-धीरे. And that was really cool. तो उस टाइम पे क्या हुआ कि एक क्लाइंट था जिसने वेबसाइट बनाई एंड दे आल्सो आस्क्ड मी फॉर सोशल मीडिया सर्विस. जिनको परफॉर्मेंस मार्केटिंग करनी थी, उनको अपना सोशल मीडिया मैनेज करना था. दे आस्क्ड मी फॉर दैट एंड आई वाज लाइक श्योर, लेट्स गिव इट अ ट्राई बिकॉज़ आई हैड डन सोशल मीडिया मैनेजमेंट एंड परफॉर्मेंस मार्केटिंग विद माय अदर वेंचर्स. सो आई वाज कॉन्फिडेंट अबाउट इट कि कर लेंगे, कोई बात नहीं, क्या ही हो जाएगा. सो टुक दैट क्लाइंट ऑन बोर्ड एंड देन जस्ट डिसाइडेड कि शुरू करते हैं. करते सर्विसेज और ऐड ऑन होती गई, बंडल बन गया. So now we do end-to-end solutions for digital presence, digital marketing for startups, from website development, SEO, Instagram management, LinkedIn, personal branding for the founders, performance marketing, content marketing, everything, media shoots, वगैरह सब कुछ हो गया, सारे verticals integrate हो गए. And yeah, we got a few clients there. So media area is very fun. Well, if you get into it and if you enjoy shooting, if you enjoy working with clients, working on social media, it's really fun. So enjoying that as well now.
पहली कमाई से क्या किया आपने?
यार पहले से तो मतलब very honest, I was someone who did not get a pocket money at home. मतलब भाई जैसे इंडियन ज्यादातर घर में होता है कि यार जो चाहिए घर वालों को बताओ दिला देते हैं, but there was no pocket money system in my house. So again, that gave me additional budget and that got me to a position जहाँ पे मैं पूरा independent हो गया एक तरह से कि उसके I stop taking even a single penny from home, which gives you sort of an independence, but फिर भी एज अ टिपिकल इंडियन हाउस आपके ऊपर बहुत फिल्टर रहते हैं कि भाई अपने पैसे
सही
में
बात।
थोड़ी कर लोगे एंड इट वाज लाइक स्मॉल अमाउंट यार शुरू में मतलब 4,000 आई रिमेंबर आई मेड द फर्स्ट वेबसाइट फॉर 5,000 bucks दैट्स इट
ओह,
वो 5 से it became 10 15 20 30 and now it's at 40 so ऊपर ज्यादा रहता है and it depends on multiple factors I guess the money you're getting through freelancing first is आपका काम कैसा है second आपको बेचना कितना अच्छा आता है that really matters and I feel like
that is the real.
right in my quality of work very honestly I feel like it just improved from a 7 on 10 to a 8 on 10 or a 9 on 10 that's a 20% increase at best but my prices increased by 400 500% बिकॉज ओवर टाइम बेचना अच्छा आ गया सही लोगों को रीच आउट करना आ गया एंड वो चीजें तो दो स्किल्स रियली मैटर दैट इज द बिगेस्ट थिंग या
You really have a nice skill set and thoughts about those.
थैंक यू या दैट रियली मैटर्स आई फील लाइक सी selling is a skill that you need in any role I guess one two three skills that went through all of these industries and even at my internship now or in any other sphere that I've been working in the most important skill here is यार आप क्या कम्युनिकेट कर पा रहे हो और क्या आप अपने आइडिया को जो आप विजन कर पा रहे हो उसको बेच पा रहे हो नहीं बेच पा रहे हो आपने एक आइडिया बनाया कि यार मैं इसकी वेबसाइट अच्छी बना सकता हूँ और मैं इसको दिखा सकता हूँ कि इसका कैसे रिजल्ट्स बेटर हो जाएंगे इसके बिजनेस के लिए अब आपको वो आइडिया उसको बेचना है कि वो भी आपके आइडिया में मानने लग जाए इफ यू कैन डू दैट यू विल गेट द क्लाइंट तो आ जाएगा बाकी बचता है कि यार आपका काम उस लेवल का है नहीं आप उसको प्रूव कर पाते हो नहीं कर पाते जो आपने बोल दिया एंड इफ दीज टू थिंग्स आर अलाइंड यू सॉर्टेड
What are some key lessons that you have learned from this whole experience of starting companies, freelancing, web development, and all of these?
I don't think I have it in a very structured format, but if I have to just share it with you,
No problem. No problem.
देखो one learning it's very controversial again, but one major learning is start early. Earlier you start, you get an edge. Now I would say I have a 4 to 5 year edge over folks who are starting their freelancing career or their entrepreneurial career in their college second year, third year. And that edge really matters. The experience really matters. But at the same time, it is difficult because I literally have clients who have said that we are looking for a professional and not a student. Even at this when I'm in college. And I am confident कि मतलब I am doing better job at a lower price than a professional. But you will get those people. Just ignore and move on. Move on to the next person. Simple as that. But the biggest learning here is keep constantly switching as well in your early years.
Trying new things.
Try different things. Get into different areas. Don't think यार अगर तुमने 17 साल की एज में एक आइडिया पकड़ लिया स्कूल में 12वीं क्लास में या कॉलेज में आके you just have to pull it for 10 years.
लग जाओ.
Start quick, fail quick. भाई start करो चला तो चला नहीं चला तो उसको मूव ऑन करो अगली चीज पे आओ अगली को ट्राई करो
इतनी चीजें करने को.
एग्जैक्टली द मोर शॉट्स यू प्ले द बेटर आर द चांसेस तो बस शॉट्स लेते रहो चांसेस लेते रहो कहीं ना कहीं तो लगेगा ही
I think starting early gives you a lot of time to fail, then learn from those failures, then apply those learnings in your life and then succeed at some point.
I would say after my interaction with lots of founders, they say that यार अगर आप कॉलेज के बाद imagine a person who has finished his college, probably 20 to 23 years of age, उसके बाद अगर वो स्टार्टअप करने लगता है उसका जनरली करता नहीं है 2-4 साल अपनी जॉब करी जो टिपिकल फ्लो बनता है you are at 25-26 now if at the age of 26 you are going out to venture into anything big or small or whatever industry that is it gets very difficult and risky because at that point you might have a family you will have to plan for your future and people look at you from a lens कि यार वो perspective नहीं जाता when you look at a 26-year-old entrepreneur you expect your expectations are very high whereas if you are looking at an 18-year-old entrepreneur firstly from imagine a 50-year-old VC उसके perspective में ही तुम्हारा अलग है कि यार he gives you more space to make mistakes he'll give you time to learn so that lens is different and it's way more easier to start up at 17-18 than it is at 30 interesting one but once you get into it and you interact with more VCs and you understand their lens कि वो कैसे देखते हैं आपको when you're at 17 when you're at 30 it's totally different
their mindset is a lot different from our जो इंडिया में रहते हैं और typical middle class people.
Absolutely.
How did you start with web development? Like, was it out of curiosity कि ये तो set चीज लग रही है इसमें कुछ करते हैं, or because of some internal instinct or something?
Again, that's how it started कि यार वेबसाइट बनानी थी, पैसे थे नहीं, किसी और को देके हायर कर लें, so खुद बैठ गए बनाने और बना ली. That's how it started. But from there, moving towards freelancing took me time because कुछ टाइम तक तो खुद अपना ही बनाया, खुद सेट किया. फिर एक दोस्त ने बोला कि यार उसकी इस पे एक एनजीओ था, उनके एनजीओ की वेबसाइट बनानी थी. So I took over that project. Yeah, okay, I'll do it. No problem. I did that on free of cost. I just took the credits again and all of that kind of stuff, but I did that free of cost. So that was my first official freelance project. But because there was no money associated to it, you can call it or you cannot call it. That's subjective.
Not like much of excitement, I would say.
Yeah, exactly. So that happened. First paid one happened way later when I worked with a CA firm. First paid one was last year only, 2023. From there on, we also got a few referrals. We also got a few networks. उनके दोस्त के इसको भी चाहिए थी, तो उन्होंने बोला कि इनसे करा लो. एक दो clients आए. We never even shared it on LinkedIन कि हमने वेबसाइट बनाई है किसी की. Total referrals से और word of mouth से 2-4 clients वहीं से और आए. And just kept the ball rolling, चलता रहा. And then again, like I mentioned earlier, वापस वही थे कि भाई एक दो ने बोला कि सोशल मीडिया मैनेज कर दो, वो आर्टिकल्स और आते चले गए. ऐसे ही चला.
जैसे आपने पहला अपना जो क्लाइंट था उनके लिए फ्री में काम किया, डोंट यू थिंक दैट फ्री वर्क इज अंडरवैल्यूड?
इट इज एब्सोल्युटली अंडरवैल्यूड यार. मतलब जैसे अगर मैं शूट भी करता हूँ, सो वी डू मीडिया शूट्स एज वेल नाउ. आई रिमेंबर व्हेन वी डिड आवर फर्स्ट मीडिया शूट, देयर वाज अ क्लाइंट का इवेंट था, उसको कवर करना था. We did it for free, not exactly free, मतलब we just charged them for the commute, हमारे आने जाने का खर्चा टीम का, कैब्स वगैरह, बस that's it. There are multiple perspectives to it. They undervalue it, but at that point अगर आपने उनको अपनी वैल्यू दिखाई नहीं रखी, you don't have a portfolio to show, you don't have customer testimonials to show, तो आप सामने वाले को भरोसा कैसे दिलाओगे? तब तो आप बस ये कह सकते हो ना कि सर मैं काम करके दिखाता हूँ, आपको अच्छा लगे तो पैसे देना, नहीं लगे तो मत देना, या फिर मैं ये वाला फ्री में करके दिखा देता हूँ पूरा, right?
They'll also start taking you for granted, right?
But I totally believe that the day you have 2-3 items on your portfolio to show कि सर देखो ये मैंने करा है, या फिर ये मेरे 2 clients हैं, इनसे आप बात करके मेरा experience ले सकते हो, that day you should not do it for free. Charge less money, big money, that's on you. 5,000 काम अगर आपको लगता है कि अभी भी उतना अच्छा नेटवर्क नहीं बैठा, 5,000 3,000 में कर दो, but don't do it for free.
What skill do you plan to do next, like practice now?
Yeah, I'm moving into my second year of college. So right now, I believe there's a lot of time for me to experiment still. It's a 4-year program. 3 साल और तो experiments करने हैं. अभी कुछ experiments चल रहे हैं. कम से कम 3-4 areas में और experiments करने हैं थोड़े. So that by the end of my 3rd year and my 4th year, I have the clarity कि यार college के बाद अब ये करना है. I feel like the most important thing about college is कि Indian education system में college is कि लोगों को कॉलेज पास आउट होने के बाद ही नहीं पता होता उनको क्या करना है. एंड
सही बात है.
इट्स ओके टू एंटर कॉलेज विदाउट अ डायरेक्शन एंड विदाउट नोइंग कि क्या करना है, बट अगर तुम कॉलेज के बाद भी उसी स्टेट में हो तो योर कॉलेज फेल्ड यू सिवियरली. कॉलेज बर्बाद था फिर आपका. It didn't give you the exposure, it didn't give you the interactions, the networks to understand what you want to do. So
अभी जैसे मेरा भाई का कॉलेज ही है, they literally teach you nothing. He just comes home, opens his laptop, and वो YouTube पे देखते हैं how to do coding. So that doesn't really make sense.
Does not. Even if you are good at coding, it's very different to be good at coding in theory and coding कर पाना, किताब की problem solve कर पाना, and it's very different when you are in a workspace and your manager gives you a task that this is a problem that the product team is facing और आपको इसको sort करना है. It's an open-ended problem, right? The world is about open-ended problems, and you get paid well जब आपकी problem और open-ended हो, इसमें restrictions ही ना हो, and आपको structure ही non-structured problem हो. So that's when you're paid well, because that's a difficult job to crack. And critical thinking, वो problem solving वाला mindset बहुत कम लोगों के पास है इंडिया में. वो उसके लिए ट्रेनिंग नहीं रही है. ट्रेनिंग हो रही है इस चीज पे कि 3 नंबर के क्वेश्चन पे 1 पेज लिखना है, 5 नंबर के पे 1.5 पेज लिखना है, उस फॉर्मेट. It's not on the basis कि यार आपने 1 पेज लिखा तो उसमें आपने वैल्यू एडिंग पॉइंट्स कितने लिखे.
वो कुछ नहीं होता, बस लेंथ देखते हैं.
Right. So
लेट देख टिक मारेंगे पीछे, बस यही होता है.
at MU we have had some professors who are from Ivy who teach at Harvard and all of those places. They come and teach here as well. So with them, I realized one thing, क्या they don't give a damn about कि भाई आपने एक पेज लिखा है, 2 पेज लिखा, 5 नंबर के क्वेश्चन में कितनी लाइन लिखी. अगर वो क्रक्स जो था वो आपने मेंशन कर दिया एंड वो दिख गया कि बच्चे ने पढ़ा हुआ था वो टॉपिक, दैट्स सिंपल, यू विल गेट अ 5 on 5. और आप पैराग्राफ लिख दो, काम की बात नहीं लिखे, तो यू विल गेट अ 1 on 5. And that needs to come into the education system, but I would say still the new education policy is crap. It's not doing what's required. उसका 10% भी इससे काफी बड़ा
In
चेंज
the,
चाहिए.
in the next 100 years, I don't see any change in the education system of India.
भाई 100 में तो करना पड़ेगा भाई, वरना देश खत्म हो जाएगा.
क्या ही कर सकते हैं.
I guess to realize जो dream है by 2047 तक will reach a 15 trillion economy or a 30 trillion economy. आपको एजुकेशन सिस्टम को 2030 से पहले एक मेजर इम्पैक्ट लाना पड़ेगा. अदरवाइज जो ग्राफ ऐसे दिमाग में बना रखा है कि यार, बिकॉज ब्रेन ड्रेन इज अ बिगेस्ट प्रॉब्लम ना. मतलब एजुकेशन से और क्या होगा, पहले ब्रेन ड्रेन रुक जाएगा. मतलब वरना जिसको भी इंडिया में बड़ी एजुकेशन चाहिए सब लोग बाहर जा रहे हैं एंड सब बाहर जाके सेटल हो जा रहे हैं. सो व्हेन द स्मार्टेस्ट फोक्स ऑफ द कंट्री आर गोइंग आउट एंड सपोर्टिंग अदर कंट्रीज जीडीपी, हाउ विल इंडियाज जीडीपी ग्रो?
Do you also think that degrees are slowly becoming irrelevant day by day?
I guess the fact that I'm at Masters Union totally shouts that out loud. Additionally, I feel like, so I am interning at BlueSmart right now, right?
Yeah,
And I
that
am
EV company.
the youngest intern there right now. So interesting twist being we have IIT Delhi folks, third year, fourth year folks who are interning there from other big colleges, IMTs, IIM as well, who are working there. But the interesting part there is कि यार इन अ स्टार्टअप और इन अ हाई परफॉर्मेंस एरिया जहाँ पे लोग भाई रिजल्ट चाह रहे हैं, नो वन केयर्स आपके कौन सी डिग्री है, आप इंजीनियर हो, आप आईआईएम के हो, आप हार्वर्ड के हो. इफ यू कैन सॉल्व अ प्रॉब्लम, इफ यू कैन ऐड वैल्यू, इफ यू कैन मेक थिंग्स चीपर, मोर एफिशिएंट, फास्टर, हु केयर्स. मतलब आई ऑलमोस्ट हैड एन ऑफर, आई एम अ फर्स्ट ईयर स्टूडेंट, आई हैड एन ऑफर टू जॉइन फुल टाइम एट BlueSmart. they don't care मेरे पास डिग्री है नहीं है. I worked there for 3 months. They felt okay that I'm performing well, and I'm performing at par with an IIT Delhi or another person from Joe who were from established colleges, and they offered me a role.
Mm-hmm.
So that's interesting again because wait, degree में उससे फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा. The bigger companies, I would say, the Bain, BCG, McKinsey, investment banks, top companies, they still care a little अभी तक because they have that brand established. कि मतलब उनकी ब्रांडिंग का एक बहुत बड़ा पार्ट ये भी है कि वहां के सारे बच्चे IITs के, IIMs के और IVs के हैं. So they have that brand narrative. So it's difficult for them to get out of it, but they are also getting out of it slowly. Startups में तो खत्म हो चुका वो.
How do you manage your time? Like you are running like 2 or 3 of companies and you are doing all of these things. So how exactly do you manage your time?
Time is chaotic because again 6 to 7 years, 7-8 hours तो कॉलेज के हो जाते हैं रोज के, with classes, guest sessions, club events, CXOs, activities ये वो. So I from 9 to 4, 5 तो वहीं हो जाता है. So in the remaining hours, sleep definitely takes a hit. Sleep comes down to 5 to 6 hours on average. So recently I started coming on Google Calendar. Calendar is a great device for time management.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
I moved on Calendar 1 year ago, end to end, pura. So every important thing for me now is on Calendar, and I block things. So there's this way for time management, time blocking. You just block everything, and you stick by it strictly. बस यार उसके बाद बस डिसिप्लिन चाहिए. If you have done the blocking वाला part, that's the job half done. उसके बाद बस डिसिप्लिन से फॉलो करते रहो. मतलब as long as you're not wasting your time and you're putting it on something productive and good, ठीक है. कहीं तो जा रहा है, किसी जगह तो जा रहा है. अगर उस पर काम नहीं करके किसी और अपनी दूसरी चीज पे काम करो, अच्छी चीज पे जहां में कुछ सीखने का मिल रहा है, इट्स नॉट बैड, दैट्स ऑल राइट. बट अगर वो छोड़ के प्रोक्रेस्टिनेट करके नेटफ्लिक्स दिन में 6 घंटे देख रहा हूँ, सो देन दैट्स समथिंग आई नीड टू रिस्पेक्ट एंड थिंक अबाउट.
Yeah.
एंड आई गेस फॉर दैट ऑल्सो द गूगल कैलेंडर वर्क्स अमेजिंग. बिकॉज अगर मैं अभी अपना कैलेंडर खोल के देखूं, अगर मेरे को दिखता है कि 6-8 घंटे मेरे ब्लैंक पड़े एक दिन में, मेरे को देख के खुद ही लगेगा कि यार मतलब मैंने कुछ नहीं किया उस दिन, एंड आई नीड टू वर्क ऑन इट. अगर मैं कल का कैलेंडर देखूं, मुझे देखिए यार यहाँ पे 5 घंटे खाली हैं, आई विल थिंक ऑफ समथिंग, आई पुट समथिंग देयर कि यार इस टाइम पे ये पढ़ लेंगे या ये कर लेंगे या इसकी एडिटिंग कर देंगे या उस क्लाइंट से बात कर लेंगे, व्हाटएवर इट इज. तो it gives you
वो खाली स्पेस अच्छा ही नहीं लगता कैलेंडर में.
exactly. No, the problem with time is you can't look at it, you can't visualize it. But with something like a calendar, you can see a visual कि कितना भरा हुआ है, कितना खाली है, कहाँ पे time है, कहाँ पे नहीं है. So that perspective of looking at time just clarifies everything for you.
और बताओ, how is everything going?
Interesting story I can tell you about my e-commerce thing that I did in my first semester at Masters Union. So basically क्या हुआ था कि in the first semester as a part of the outclass curriculum you have to build your own e-commerce stores for about 3 months, and this is a team of 3 to 4 people. You build it and you run it end to end. So what it does is the objective is कि यार आपको एक real world taste मिल जाए of multiple core skills like logistics, operations, digital marketing, web development. So ये courses जो आपने first sem में पढ़े होते हैं कि यार मार्केटिंग के बारे में and then वेबसाइट डेवलप के बारे में, you just use those skills. So that was what we initiated it about, and वहां से स्टार्ट किया था. वेबसाइट बनाई, प्रोडक्ट्स डाले, पहले हफ्ते में बहुत लॉस हुए, सेकंड में भी लॉस हुए, बिकॉज द इंडियन कंज्यूमर इज वेरी डिफरेंट. देयर इज वेरी हाई रिटर्न. मतलब आप ऑर्डर करते हो इंडिया में बहुत हाई रिटर्न है, बहुत ज्यादा लॉजिस्टिक्स में डिले हो जाते हैं तो लोग रिटर्न कर देते हैं, and all of those kind of problems. So the first 2 weeks were severe loss making, and then we did a lot more research कैसे सॉर्ट करें. बाकी टीम से पूछा, फिर हमने कॉल्स करने शुरू कर दिए कि यार ऑर्डर आएगा तो पहले हम कॉल करेंगे, पूछेंगे सर आपको चाहिए कंफर्मेशन, एंड देन वी टुक इट फॉरवर्ड. Did that brought down the return from 50% to maybe 25-30%. But then we return आ रहे थे, got to a break even point, change the products की कॉस्ट बढ़ा दी. फिर हमने 500 रुपए वाले जो पहले रख रहे थे उसको हमने फिर 1000 रुपए पे ले गए.
धोखा कर दिया एकदम से ही.
नहीं सेम प्रोडक्ट चेंज कर दिए पूरे.
अच्छा
प्रोडक्ट चेंज कर दिए. अब उससे एक बहुत सॉलिड चीज हुई. क्या होता है कि व्हेन यू आर हैविंग 500 की प्रोडक्ट्स, तो इन जनरल कोई बंदा ज्यादा सोचे बगैर ऑर्डर कर देता है. 500 का ये ले लेंगे, बाद में 2 दिन मन चेंज कर गया, नहीं लिया, अलग हो गया. बट इफ इट्स अ 1500 रुपी प्रोडक्ट, अगर कोई बंदा ले रहा है तो वो बंदा ज्यादा सोच के लेगा, एंड ज्यादा कैलकुलेशन करके घर पे अगर मम्मी वगैरह से पूछ के, 2 बंदों से पूछ के फिर लेगा इन जनरल. तो उस डिसीजन मेकिंग कारण क्या हुआ कि सपोज अगर हम 2000 रुपए का बजट लगा रहे थे, पहले 2000 रुपए में सपोज 10 सेल आ रही थी, सपोज हाइपोथेटिकल नंबर्स, 10 सेल आ रही थी, 5 रिटर्न आ जा रहे थे, तो 5 ही सेल्स हुई इफेक्टिवली. अब क्या हो रहा था, 2000 रुपए में सपोज 8 सेल्स हुई, लेकिन खाली 2 रिटर्न हुए, तो 6 इफेक्टिव सेल्स हो गई. So net number went up because the customer this time was more serious and more committed to the product. तो ऐसी चीजें करी, काफी इसमें एक्सपेरिमेंट्स करे, कैंपेन्स चेंज करे, प्रोडक्ट्स चेंज करे, then we got towards profitability, and yeah, that went really well. Again, we did not made a lot of money by the end, to be very honest, because शुरू में 50,000 रुपए ऐसे ही बंद कर दिए थे, तो लास्ट से थोड़ा प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी आने लगे, तब वो स्प्री खत्म हो गई, and then we closed it. We could have continued it, but again it was very time taking because constantly you have to monitor logistics, pickups, deliveries, ye wo. But that is something I totally recommend everyone should do, and do it with 3-4 friends, bundle up 10k each. 10k is something that your parents will give you if you're doing it for the right cause. 4 people get 40k. Just start it. Shopify पे जाओ, वेबसाइट बनाओ, ad campaign लगाना सीखो. Ad campaign लगाना अच्छे से सीखो, otherwise you'll end up losing a lot of money. And then छोटे-छोटे products चालू कर दो. Lots of learning.
थोड़ा पैसा बर्न करके कुछ एक्सपीरियंस मिल रहा है, then it's not really a loss.
I guess for anyone who's interested in entrepreneurship, this is the best way to get a taste. The cheapest way, and this is going to give you all perspectives. Kia, the kind of hard work you need, the kind of knowledge you need, the kind of collaboration you need, the people skill की आपको यार negotiation आनी चाहिए, आपको communication अच्छी आनी चाहिए. You'll have to talk to dozen suppliers, understand कि वो कितने में देगा, कहाँ क्या देगा, उसकी क्या प्रॉब्लम है, उसकी लिमिटेशन क्या है, उसकी क्वांटिटी लिमिटेशन क्या है, MOQ क्या है, वो बात करने से पता चलेगा. एंड दैट इज उसको एक सिमुलेशन मान लो एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप को, अगर आप लॉन्ग टर्म परस्यू करना, एंड इट्स अमेजिंग.
आप तो लिंक्डइन के टॉप कंटेंट नहीं, आई एम सॉरी,
कंटेंट डेवलपमेंट,
हाँ, I'm sorry, my bad. Content development voice बन गई. How was that feeling when notification आया हो?
That यार I don't think notification भी आता है, बस आपको प्रोफाइल पे आ जाता है कि नोटिफिकेशन भी नहीं आया उसका. crazy stuff.
अच्छा
Uh,
अच्छा
so basically, I just started contributing to a lot of these collaborative articles. I was working on it. I was posting about it, sharing articles in that, writing posts about the area, and it just came. I guess that the only thing it does is it brings a lot of credibility to you. Okay, random बंदा आपकी प्रोफाइल खोलता है, so he looks at you from more respected है कि यार बंदे ने कुछ कर रखा है, कुछ तो आता होगा, अगर बैच मिला होगा, कहीं ना कुछ कंट्रीब्यूट किया होगा, किसी ने इसको रिकमेंड किया होगा. Because it's a lot about people liking your content and appreciating it, reposting it, all of that kind of stuff that gives you the badge in a certain area. So that just matters. And बाकी तो कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता उससे ज़्यादा किसी काम का ही नहीं वो. It just gives you the
नहीं
credibility.
पर भैया फर्क तो पड़ता है. देखो जैसे when I was searching for guest for my this podcast, that really impacted. वो लगा कि ये तो अब करना ही है,
वही है,
तो
same.
इम्प्रेशन तो बन जाता है.
बस इम्प्रेशन वाला ही फर्क है. But that is genuine. That is good. I think everyone should, मतलब अगर आपको अपना identify होगी that which is the area where you want your personality to be revolving around, identify करो, LinkedIn की वेबसाइट पे जाओ, वहां से चेकआउट करो कौन सा बैच बनता है उसका, and start contributing to its articles. Within 1 to 2 months, if you do it regularly, you'll get a badge. And if you add उस पे GPT वाले आर्टिकल्स काम नहीं करेंगे, because GPT वाले तुम आर्टिकल डालोगे, कोई उस आर्टिकल पे रिएक्ट नहीं करेगा, वो लोगों को दिख जाएगा GPT का ये, and you won't get anything out of it. It needs to be genuine human intervention and value addition. That's what works out.
अब तो सब चैट जीपीटी यूज करने लगे.
और वही आप चैट जीपीटी के उसके 4 पोस्ट करते रहोगे, आपको रिजल्ट ही नहीं आएगा. Because और the other thing is you need to be very very good at chat GPT to train it so well कि किसी को पता ही ना चले कि chat GPT. That's the other thing, but for that also you need some practice. उसमें एक चीज ट्राई करी थी cool. So I have ChatGPT 4 and I try all kind of things with it. मैंने basically एक bot बना रखा है LinkedIn के लिए, email के लिए, हर चीज के लिए. And what I do is I made a document with my favorite content creators of LinkedIn and I took my best posts, best performing and the ones I like the most. उनको उसमें कॉपी करके डॉक्यूमेंट डाल दी थी, 15-20 पोस्ट इकट्ठी करके. और मैंने ChatGPT bot को बोला कि this is the kind of writing format I want and this is the tonality I want, understand the writing type. समझ लिया. Now what I do is whenever I write a book, I write scribble it फटाफट लिख के 4 पैराग्राफ, 2 पैराग्राफ, whatever it is, and मैं उस bot को रीड्राफ्ट करने के लिए accordingly. So it does it in a very nice way. That's one way. The other way, if you want to be more genuine and more nice, is कि तुम अपनी ही जो बेस्ट परफॉर्मिंग पोस्ट हैं, अगर 100 पोस्ट डाली तुमने आज तक, उनमें जो 20 बेस्ट परफॉर्मिंग है उनको कंपाइल करो और एक बॉट को एक्सप्लेन कर दो कि दिस इज माय राइटिंग स्टाइल. And next time what you can do is you can just write in 3 lines, quickly type out your idea, what you want to talk about in a post, and ask that GPT bot to write about it. That will be very genuine. फिर यार इस लेवल की मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी, फिर GPT ठीक हो सकता है.
AI is just crazy nowadays. कल परसों मैंने देख रही थी, मैं कोई क्लास अटेंड कर रही थी, एक कोई थी, उनमें बताया था that there is an AI system in which वो आपको कम्युनिकेशन सिखाएंगे. So you have to record a video. After that, you will get all the result, all the parameters, body language आपकी ऐसी थी, here you are faltering, here are your strong points, and that was just so crazy.
Right. It's moving very quick, and if you use it for the right thing, it can save you a lot of time. AI is very good for education if it is used the right way, and now I use it for everything. बड़े बड़े आर्टिकल्स पढ़ने हैं, समराइज कराने के लिए, किताबें पढ़नी है, उससे लर्निंग्स निकालने के लिए. सो आई कैन लिटरली टुडे पुट अप अ बुक इन देयर एंड आस्क इट, गिव इट माय प्रोफाइल कि ये मेरा सीवी है, गिव मी द नॉलेज फ्रॉम दिस बुक दैट्स यूजफुल फॉर मी, एंड आई डू दैट बिकॉज़ एवरीथिंग इज नॉट नेसेसरी इन अ बुक. So
I to use it just for making those English paragraphs that we get from school as homeworks.
yeah, that's well, I guess AI उस लेवल का काम 2-3 साल से कर रहा है, बेसिक तो. अब तो it's going way beyond with the GPT-4o coming, जिसमें you can literally talk to an AI and you won't even recognize that it's an AI. It's crazy stuff.
It's also really scary, you see, the amount of deep fakes and all of these things that are going on.
Yeah, I guess that's the cost of AI. But I guess I am confident कि उसका भी कुछ निकलेगा यार, मतलब clarity आएगी. And see, deepfakes were there earlier as well. It is just that अब deepfakes बनाना आसान हो गया, and अब कोई भी चलता फिरता कोई भी बना सकता है. पहले आपको आर्टिस्ट होना पड़ता था हाई लेवल का उस टाइप की क्रिएटिविटी दिखाने के लिए. That is the only difference.
Same here.
So the perspective you get of internet is very different. जो भी Gen Alpha वगैरह आ रहे हैं, they are born with devices, born with phones and laptops by the age of 2-3. तो world का lookout, the social relations they have, they are totally different.
What are your thoughts on Gen Zs?
Crazy. But I guess you'll get a better answer for this one from someone who is 40.
Yeah, I think so that 3/4 of the Gen Zs are doing nothing and scrolling Instagram, like the late I am talking about,
Right.
are just wasting their whole lives in it. And but the 1/4 in them, they are really smart, because you see in YouTube you have a number of courses, and the people who really want to do something, they will surely do that. So they will be impossible to compete with.
Crazy. Absolutely. मतलब see, वही बात है ना, the right use and abuse of the internet. And again, YouTube पे, so one very cool thing is that these platforms are giving you lots and lots of free knowledge, but there's a lot of trade-off also happening to ads वाला है. They're selling your attention basically. So one very interesting quote I read somewhere was, when you get something for free, you are for sale. So when you're watching something for free, you are the one whose attention is getting sold, right? So on these platforms, I would highly recommend getting the premium there. It's absolutely worth it. 120 रुपए का प्रीमियम आता है सब यूट्यूब का. मैंने 7-8 महीने पहले ऑटो पे लगाया था, मैंने कभी चेंज ही नहीं किया. बट इट्स सो वर्थ इट. मतलब आप हर वीडियो से पहले आपको ऐड देख के मूड नहीं खराब करना, आपको बार बार जोन आउट नहीं होना ऐड के कारण, फोकस नहीं डिस्टर्ब कराना. सो इन्वेस्टिंग मनी ऑन सच प्लेसेस, investing your time, investing your resources is absolutely worth it.
So it was lovely having you on the show.
Thank you so much, Aditi. We had a great conversation, spent about an hour.
Yeah, I really learned a lot from you.
That sounds really good. I guess we covered almost everything about my personality, about me, what I've done, and my learnings throughout.
Yeah,
thank
it
you for
was.
calling
I
me.
had a really nice time.
Likewise.
It was really nice.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming, for being my first guest. You will always be my best memory.
I hope so too. Looking forward to when you post it out on YouTube and all your platforms. Thank you.
Thank you so much.